How about that? We're live. Sorry, started the stream with a little bit of a frog in my throat there. So what are we doing? Dawn of Majesty. New Yu-Gi-Oh box came out. And I want to do the poll. I'm actually very like synchrophobic. me and the synchro archetype just never seem to match up. So I'm a little nervous for this box. I don't know what to look forward to in here. That's kind of why I wanted to open it up to the group, to any of our esteemed members of the community. Love of God, no more notifications. So I really don't know what to like expect on a poll or what to wish for right now, because I really didn't even get everything that I wanted last time around. So I don't even know like where I should start now. We have extra dragon sleeve. I'm gonna dispense with all of the pomp and circumstance. I think it's rather unnecessary. Because this isn't for anyone else other than for me, and then the other members of our little Yu-Gi-Oh community that we have, which you're more than welcome to join. It's inclusive, and that's sort of the pillar of the group, is its inclusivity, and you can be held to account if you play poorly, or if perhaps a strategic mistake, but no one is going to make any kind of judgment as far as what your aesthetic choices are or personal choices are. If you want to run, if you want to run Nordics, you run Nordics. I heard they even got support in the new stuff. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the deal. That's kind of the deal. I also got an OTS pack from what we were doing here. Moving box over is a very nice box art. I will say that. Just the dragons always look nice. They've always done a good job on the dragons. All right. But like I said, we're going to dispense with the pomp and circumstance because I know not what to expect here. I didn't do my due diligence. I really didn't even look at the deck list or the set list before it came out, rather. Dispatcherazzi, Urging Will of Dragons, Monster Assortment, Dragon Lark, Tyren. Oh, it's the Majesty DAMA. I do keep the MF and thing on me, so it's here. That you a little bit? Sure do. Okay, so Majesty DAMA is over there. Sam Bell, the Star Bonder. I'll look at you later. The Branded Bond. And Majestic Absorption. Majestic. I hope that's the theme for the whole set. The majesty. The pure majesty involved. I'm also going to try and be better about like observing my chat and everything. If I don't see, if I don't happen to see your messages, just give me a little poke. I always like interacting with the community. Let's go back. We're into it. DDD, Different Dimension Derby. I feel like this is like an artwork one that I really want to like get into at some point. That's a very cool card. Very cool looking. Converging Will's Dragon. Okay. There's Pazuzu. Let's back it up now. Okay. 10. Sous Ship Daily Special. Margin Trading. Those guys are going to wreck the economy again. Master Diploman. Stardust Trail. It's the Magic Mech Musket Bato Buster. I don't know if he's good. I have no frame of reference. Thank you, Goat. Thank you. I appreciate you being in the chat with me, brother. Definitely do need the heart of the cards. You know, like that's so. Does heart of the cards work when you like it's not your deck? That's what I want to know. Like, because definitely like setting like you can set someone up on a play like the way that I don't know. Pegasus set that kid up on like the very first episode, right? Phenomenally, Acrambro figures. What is that? I don't know. Arrow Pix 3. I love the pun. Konohan Sakuya. Oh. Are you supposed to be some kind of... We've got a Gizmek Tengoku, the Immobile Intellect. Ah, that's It's the S or get off the pot frog. Konohana Sakuya. Oh, so it's like a Sakura spirit. That's very nice. I like the spirit monsters. That's a very old archetype. I appreciate it. Okay, frog over there. Master Diploman, Stardust, Chronomaly Temple, and a Shinobi Insect. He do be ninjing though. What is he doing? He's got like the leaf magic down. Now you may be asking, well, why is that a big deal if you don't know what the deck list is or the set list or the cards to look for? Well, one of the reasons why that's important is so that you know if things are short printed or not, and you kind of like know what to look for. Goat says, "Oh, absolutely, opponent. I have 1/7 of a chance of drawing the card that'll destroy you. I mean, come on, Heart of the Cards. Invoking Heart of the Cards is just praying to RN Jesus by one of his many names." This is so true. It's just one of the RNG Jesus prayers. It's just known. It is known. A flying red carp. I love it. Gaia Armor Dragon Shell. Chronomaly Esperanza Glyph. There's that friggin' dinosaur. A branded opening. Discard a card. That's a whole different archetype. I'm not familiar. Chronomaly Temple. Doom Bearer. Psycho Pompous. My god. There's Clavis. The Magic Key Sky Blaster. Well, go. So it is. I wonder if Magic Key or Mech or I know. I think I saw the Magic Key stuff. I just don't know if is it like a whole set. Is it worth pursuing? I have no idea. Okay, Airlink. Here's the Flying Carp. And we'll go back. Chronomaly Temple. The Daily Special. Justo Vadir. Branded Bond. There's the Dragon Shell. Esperanza Glyph. And then we have Albion Dragon. Don't know if he's important or not. Yeah, Magic Key. So the way that Yu-Gi-Oh works, just so you know, is they do keywording. I know some other games do that in particular, but so in this instance, its name at the very top, right, is Magic Key. So it's some kind of portmanteau of Magic Key. probably emphasizing that they are warriors that use magical weapons or something. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to take away from that, but that sounds about right to me. Maybe if a Konami person wants to get back to me on that. I do appreciate that Clavis is a 4-star Dark Warrior. He's there's a lot of potential there. Magic key unlocking. Okay, that's gonna go down here. Chronomaly Akrambro. He goes down here into the pile. There's the Arrow's Fixage, so we're gonna go around. Temple. That's the Triathlon Temple. Mystic Absorption. The Branded Bond. Sam Bell. Yeah, go. So there's Kono Nakia. See you later. Trickstar Festival. They're partying it up. I've been making a lot of quiet adjustments to the stream. You know, just as far as like audio quality and video quality. But you'll have to please ever let me know if you see any big spikes in FPS or audio quality, anything like that that I need to take care of. I appreciate it, as always. Spriggan's Interlude. Slow or Swallow. You can't say that on public television, okay, guys? There's the Alvain, the Essence of Vanity. There's Clavis. That's Clavis. The Gunkan Sunship Ikura. I like the sushi theme with all of those. That's kind of fun. Goki Finishing Move. We have a Pendulum Treasure. And then Tailwind Gusto. Yeah, I do wonder if the Sky Blasters are like a new... I don't want to say meta or non-meta. I try not to think in terms of meta viability, but I do wonder it sometimes. Especially when it comes to a generic warrior, you have to wonder if they intend for it to be meta viable, just because generic warriors do have a lot of support from various different sets that's kind of splashable. So, you know, I think they tend to stay away from this sort of space right here where, you know, you could freak it a million ways. Just like you could freak the Chronomaly, Amber, Cranby, whatever. The Dimmer Synthesis. Slower Swallow. Oh no, I will not fall for your tricks, Pazuzu. Going around. Stardust Trail. How is that a dragon? The Diploman. Margin Trading. Very dangerous. Alright. And then we have the Magic Key Dragon. Brabrum. Okay. So more Magic Key. More Magic Key stuff. Cliff. Dragon Shell. Baron. Alien Stealth Buster, huh? I wonder if aliens are going to make a comeback. That would be fun. Yo, it's Raiten. I actually wanted Raiten. I know he's a common, but I wanted it. There's a Gunkan ship. Not like Gunkan from Star Wars. Majestic. So majestic. A Capronautica? Mystical Beast of the Forest? Oh. Knights End Administrator. My god. Knights End Sorcerer and a Tuner. It's my greatest fear come to pass that we may get cool monsters that are synchros and force me to learn how to play with synchros. Yeah, but that just means that you're my target demographic, goat, as far as like, you can absorb like the stimuli of opening the packs, but without the financial cost associated with it. Okay, so you're getting all of the copamine, but none of the wallet punch. You know what I mean? That's fair, right? Dimmer synthesis, lower swallow. I will go around Pazuzu. Margin trading. Despian tragedy. Shinobi insect. Was it? It's Hagakurerimo? Hagakurerimo? Alright, so Despian and amazement assistant Delia. I don't know anything about the amazement people. I don't go in for that sort of thing. Yes, yes, yes. All the dopamine, none of the poramine. It's so true. It's so true, Go. Oh yeah, hey look, this one's a normal too. Oh my god, look at the flavor text on this. See this nonsense? It's it says finally got to visit harbor specializing in Gunkin sushi ships. Sushi ships. Gunkin sushi ships that I've been curious about for a while. The premium shoddy here is limited to 2,000 sushi ships a year and uses specially developed smooth aged rice, giving it an extra boldness. An extra boldness. Hang on. Well, it's just so tiny. The classy atmosphere made my heart sing too. The Gunkin sushi ship served had a perfect balance of vinegar, nigiri, shine, and or shine and shape, demonstrating exquisite artisanship. That's a problem I have when you're switching between Romanji or English words and Japanese words. It then gets very hard to tell what is a English word, an English, or a English word it's in Romanji that's now been borrowed back from Japanese. So that's a language discussion, but partially dying because of poor air quality. Rip me. Okay, let's go around the Gunkin's stew ship. He could be. I could waste my whole day here. Konosukia, Dispatcherati. I see the super spot, and I'm going around. Baby Mud Dragon. Yes. If this card you control is used as a synchro material, you can treat it as a non-tuner. This card is in your graveyard. As synchro material, you can declare one type or attribute the target. Okay, so he does a bunch of synchro stuff. That's neat. Goki finishing move. Ikura. The Dreadnought. And Dramaturge of Despia. I imagine that's something neat as well, but again, it's a monster that I don't have any frame of reference for. You just stumbled over it all? Yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it. Oh, more Spriggans. Spriggans Interluder. There's the Swallow. The Great Race. Gusto. So we have a B Trooper Armor Horn. I don't even know what you are, but it's very interesting looking. Doom Bearer Psycho Pompous. I mean, what else do you say? Cosmic Slicer, and then the Bug Ninja. You know what was one of the very first animes? Like it wasn't one of the first that I watched, but I distinctly remember like buying the DVD for, like at Sam Goody or something. I can't remember what it was called, but they like drove around in mono wheels and stuff like that. It was very strange. It's like Steam, the anime. Like it had a very steampunky sort of vibe. Which I sort of appreciate, because now thinking about Spriggans and Goblins and stuff, you know, it makes me always think about like steampunk technology, or yeah, maybe it was Steam Boy. Maybe it was Steam Boy. Definitely could be Steam Boy. I distinctly remember buying that in like 2006 or 2005 or something like that. Monster Assortment. Yo, it's the Glacier Aquamador. He's back. I gotta read him. Jar of Generosity. Whoa, 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 whoa. Two toads with one sting. Beast King Unleashed. Magic Key. Well, you know what? I'll even. D Trooper Fly and Sting. A Peacock. And Stellar Wind. The Wolfrayet. I don't know. It's very neat. It's a very cool looking, like, dog monster. Oh yeah, it sure is Steam Boy. You're right. I bet it was the mono wheels. That probably has to narrow it down very much. Okay. Moving quickly. Cliff, Dragon Shell, Pyren, Stealth Buster. I wasn't really worried about them. Die Gusto, Lapalampilka. You're a psychic, and you also do stuff with the Gusto monsters, which is neat and interesting. I know there's quite a few of them now. Margin trading, and then more Gunkins. It had, I mean, I can't even think of a place in reality where mono wheels kind of work. Actually, they don't even really work in animes all that well. I feel like he crashed a lot. So, you know, maybe we should have took something away from that. Like, you know, if it doesn't work in the anime, it's definitely not going to work in real. Hang on, I gotta let in a cat. I don't have the energy to ascertain what that monster is. I read it, and the text was so small that I couldn't even read it, and so I put it down. I just put the card down, Craig, before you get laid out in a duel, just like your daddy. Okay, Oxa 3. Fairies sure have been getting a lot of support lately. Another magic key. I will go around the Aquamador. Zerol, Magic Key Duo. I'll put you down here. Sam Bell, live at the bottom. Diplo Man, and then the reveal is our Majestic Mirage. Put you down here at the bottom. Second. Did they? I'm surprised they didn't have like a steam-powered Gundam in that movie or something. You know, like a steam-powered mecha. But then again, there's lots of OVAs like that, and they never really expound or expand on the universe. It just kind of lives as like a one-off. Or the OVA is an introduction to the manga, which, you know, is like never gonna get like anime support. Something along those lines. It always ends up being a very like corporate kind of decision. Okay. Slower Swallow. Tailwind Gusto. The Spriggan's Interlude. I hate supper spot, so we're going around. Stardust Trail. Baby Mud Dragon. A Maze Attraction Viking Vortex. There's the Gusto Vadir, and then we're going to reveal. B Trooper Scale Bomber. No idea. Putting him down. Over there. Don't think I've gotten any like secrets or anything like that so far. So I don't know if that's like typical for this set. If changes were made, perhaps. Or if I misunderstand the box ratios. You said loved in past tense, Goat. You said steam-powered mechs are the entire point of the War Machine miniature game. Why I loved it. You said loved. Is it dead? Is that a dead game, brother? Why would you curse me with the knowledge of a dead game? Glacier Aquamador. There's another jar. The Toad Who Would Be King. There's our secret Synchro Overtank. Probably a wasted secret. That's what I get for complaining. Very satisfying pull. That was clean. Very clean. Glacier Aquamador. Frogs. The movie. New ship. The world's dumbest looking dinosaur. Magic Key Duo. B Trooper stuff. That peacock that lives at the zoo. Here's another secret. Anti-human intellect. Me Sai Ya. I guess that's my other secret. They were just like both in the same line on the box. There's another Raten Heavenly General. I'm wondering if Clavis is a short print. I'm wondering if all of the Magic Key stuff is sort of short printed. Despia, Theater of the Branded. Mador. It's Rat Race, starring Mr. Bean. Another jar. Here's a Magic Beast Ancilibulus. Okay. I accept you and add you with the others. A maze attraction, and then another branded bond. You know, that's sort of my issue too with like the Warhammer stuff, because I want to like create like content and videos and stuff about them, but I'm not like, it's a very expensive hobby, and it seems like they really don't want you to do that kind of thing. So I'm inclined to agree with you just on the spending part of some hobbies. I think Yu-Gi-Oh probably is my most expensive hobby now, honestly. Uh, Two toads with one sting, Gunkin ship, Garfield dragon, Majestic absorption, Beast King unleashed, Triad Unknowing, Stardust Trial, and here's our reveal. Another Albion the Shrouded Dragon. Got a pile Albion the. He's probably in here somewhere. That's fine. We have 2 more packs. And trust me, Go, I know all about it. I've got a friend of mine. She's getting ready to become a doctor. Ha ha ha! Because that's how rich you have to be able to afford, like, you know, her their like absolute like addictive board game like habit. Really swell person, but man, you know, the board game bug bit them like right on the brain. Alien Stealth Buster fish. I do not want to synthesize new materials. Beast King Unleashed. Here we go. Here's our reveal. Thespian comedy. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? What even is comedy? Got to go really Seinfeld on it. What even is Thespian? Why is a Thespian comedy a regular tragedy? Right, just like play the jazzy, like, elevator Seinfeld music. Alright. Lower Swallow. Ailment of Gusto. Brigand's Interlude. I already know where this is going. Stardust Trail. Zero-Ol? Yeah, I saw it. Magic-Key. Pendulum Treasure. I was going to say, we have already pulled this particular combination of cards before. So those are our spoils. I have no frame of reference, but otherwise, I feel like I'm pretty happy, because I guess at the bare minimum, I got a playset of Clavis. Clavis, I mean, I don't know if he's necessarily Clavis, the Slackjaw Yokel, but hey, Dark Force, thank you. Oh, are you, sir? Or you know, ma'am, not to gender you unnecessarily, but trying to engender some level of respect to. Yeah, I'm very happy with the Magic Key Beasts. I'm happy about getting a playset of Clavin. We even got a Rye 10 or 2, which is cool. He kind of plays into some of the many warrior deck archetypes that we have. 2 monsters with the same type, warriors, duh. Once per turn during the standby, you can target one face-up monster this card points to, special summon one level 4 monster with the same type, warriors. As that monster from your hand to the zone this card points to, at the start of the battle phase, you can target one of your opponent's card. Target one card your opponent controls, because they have to be specific. Destroy it. You can only use the effect of Rod Set and Heavily General once per turn. So I mean, it's definitely not the meta that people have come to know and love, which is very like hand disrupty or hand trappy, that sort of thing. Very heavy on the effects that kind of let them go unimpeded or to stop Oh, we I guess we do have one more. Perhaps perhaps we will pull something good. That's good. That's good. I'm glad that you're well. I'm glad that you're well. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate the company. Bye. There's the Dispatcherazzi. I'm going to go around Dispatcherazzi. Ooh, there's another Clavis. Goki finishing move. So there's Bug Ninja. So the last one we got, it's another Magic-Key. So we did do the thing that we wanted to do. Magic-Key, Mech Mortar, Gare's Glasser. That's what we got. That's what we pulled there. Um, so now, like, the real question is what of all of this is of is splashable? What are the new themes that are going to be prevalent here? I do like that Clavis is a normal warrior. He's 4-star. He's 1919, so he's he meets the bare minimum threshold for, and he get bopped by another like 4-star monster. And there are other monsters that are stronger than 19, but 19's nothing to like shrug at. It's the bare minimum. It's the bare minimum, right? Uh, I'm definitely thinking about like what the splashability is, or what the overlap is on Magic-Key plus I want to say maybe um not not Chain Beasts, but what is that other one that we've got that's got the dog tokens? I just can't remember what they're called anymore. Got On and Un, and geez, I have the archetype here somewhere, but uh, but they have so many fusions. There's so much fusion going on there that I'm wondering if we would be remiss if we didn't take advantage of like having this opposite uh typing that could also give us access to um more fusions via uh with Alistair the Invoker. Because the thing with Alistair is that he himself is a spellcaster, and then so a lot of those fusions that required like 2 different warriors or something like that, it kind of doesn't work out very well. Um, but Clavis is dark, and he's normal, so that means he can get hit with a lot of those normal normal warrior related cards. But I'm not going to pretend that that's meta relevant. As far as I can tell, I haven't seen anything that's changed my mind or altered it. And I'm not saying I don't want it to be. I don't know of it so far. So let's see. Magic Key. One normal monster except a token. So you can't. You could use them with with On and Un or whatever, but you can't use them with the Lion Dog tokens. If this card is fusion summon, you can add one Magic Key Malftia from your graveyard to your hand. You can only use the effect of Magic Key Beast once per turn. Once per turn, you can target one attack position monster your opponent controls with the same attribute as a normal monster or Magic Key monster in your graveyard. Change it to defense position, and if you do, it loses 1,000 defense. Banish any monster destroyed by battle with this card. Okay, so I mean, banishment is a is a thing. Banishment is a thing. We're gonna go through and just kind of gag some of these guys up while we're going through reading. Okay. The Magic Key Dragon and Dramby. One Magic Key effect monster plus one normal monster except a token. When this card is fusion summoned, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects once per turn. You can target one normal monster or Magic Key monster graveyard. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls with that monster's attribute once per turn. If all monsters with the same attribute as that monster in the graveyard is destroyed by battle or card effect, if this card was fusion summoned using two different attributes as materials, you can draw one card. Okay, so it's a little much. It kind of does the same things as the other guys, in that you're getting a lot of pop off of the fusion here, but it seems like it does actually relate to the element of your monster, which actually makes me wonder if we need to reconsider like the splashing in Element Saber. I don't know, because Element Saber is a thing. They're warriors. They can change their element like on the fly, even in the graveyard. Right? I mean, so it's something to think about. Let's look at our dude here with the thing that's too big to go up under the car seat. You can ritual summon this card with Magic Key Maftia. If this card is ritual summoned, you can add one Magic Key card from your deck to your hand. Only use the effect of Magic Key your Batos Buster once per turn. Once per turn, when this attack is declared involving this card and an opponent's monster that is the same attribute as the normal monster or Magic Key monster in your graveyard, you can place any number of cards from your hand on the bottom of your deck. And if you do, negate the effects of your opponent's monster until the end of the turn, then draw the same number of cards placed in the deck. So what is he activating? When an attack is declared involving this card. So, I mean, it's a cool effect, but it's a little unfortunate that he has to be you either have to declare an attack or you have to, you got to do the thing, because that means you have to already get all the way over to battle without him like being popped or negated or banished, any number of things to hand trapped. So it does. I feel like that does kind of mess with the viability. But anyone feel free to correct me, because I'm an elder Yu-Gi-Oh player, and I'm actually not very hip to all the current ins and outs of the meta. Let's see. Magic Key Mech Mordor Gasgasser. Ritual effect. You can ritual summon this with Magic Key Mafia. Gains 300 attack for each different attribute in your graveyard. Okay, so Element Saber? It seems like Element Saber. Seems like Element Saber would be a thing here for sure. You can only use each of the following effects of Magic Key Mech Mortar Gasglasser once per turn. When your opponent activates an effect of a monster with the same attribute as a monster in your graveyard, if at least two attributes of a monster were used for this card's ritual summon quick effect to negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. This ritual summoned card is sent to the graveyard. You can add one Magic Key monster from your deck to your hand. So this one's cool because you act, as long as they're in the graveyard, like you've got the ability to just like start negate effects. But I think they do need to be on the field though, or is it just once per turn? Yeah, when your opponent activates an effect of a monster with the same attributes as a monster in your okay. But I don't think you can change around the attributes of the Element Sabers in response first, right? They've already got to have the attributes up there first. But I'm just thinking. I'm thinking out loud here. Okay. So we know. So it seems like Maftia is one to look for too. Gonna need some more Maftia. Fusion summon one Magic Key Fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material, or ritual summon one Magic Key ritual monster from your hand. By attributing monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal or exceed its level. If you control a normal monster, you can also send one normal monster from your deck to the graveyard as material or tribute. Again, very nice. I feel like that allows us some flexibility for the splash ability, you know. So maybe not like Captain, but like, I don't know, Warrior Digrapher or something like that. You know what I mean? Like someone that's like very generic that has some possibility for being thrown in somewhere. Not necessarily Digrapher. He's lemon. Let's look at our secrets. Reveal one synchro monster in your extra deck. Choose one of the synchro materials whose name is listed on that card. Add to your hand or special summon that monster from your deck or graveyard. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck the turn you activate this card, except synchro monsters. You can only activate one synchro overtake per turn. Okay, so again, this is another card that seems like, you know, on its head is good, isn't necessarily like meta breaking by itself, although it does seem like it's kind of in the, it's more search, it gets you to your synchro faster. But for me personally, it's another card that is going to force me to probably play more synchros at some point. Like I don't know how to get out of that now, because it seems like we're circling back to synchros, and I don't know how to resist the gravitational pull this time around. Last time synchros came around, I just like quit the whole game for a decade. It's true. It's true. Synchros came out, and I was like, peace, I'm out, you know? Didn't do it. That's not true. I mean, there was also, you know, college and all that, but still, you get the point. All right, so let's look at the intelligence, the Messiah, Messiah. Oh, I see what you did here. Any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead, except monster cards. Okay, so this is like a breaker for I don't know, Sky Striker, right? Like things that are very magic heavy that recurs back into the hand over and over again. Let's see. You can reveal this card in your hand, add one other pendulum monster from your hand, or one card from your pendulum zone to its owner's extra deck, face up. And if you do, special summon this card. You can only use this effect of Anti-Human Intelligence Messiah once per turn. If another monster is normal summoned or special summoned while you control this card, send that monster to the graveyard during the end phase of this turn. And he's a big boy. He's 25-3. So that's interesting. I'm wondering if that's got some kind of implications here for pendulums, or for you know, just really putting the brakes on decks that are very support heavy. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. And again, feel free. Like, if you guys have the answers, I mean, like, let me know. Let me know in chat. And if you don't feel like talking in chat, remember that you can always like hang out with us on our Discord and everything too. The reason why that we have our own Discord is because we're trying to create a community that's a little bit more inclusive, that takes care of its community members a little bit better, and that we're supportive of one another in our development of the game. So it's not just me, because certainly I learn from all of you. I'm glad, at the bare minimum, we got a place out of Clavis, so it's not like we didn't f up too bad here. Let's look some more of these other guys. What the heck are you? Volo Fernegus, the Darkest Dragon Doom Rider. Okay, so you're a Dragon Xyz effect, 2 level 7 monsters, so 2 Red Eyes? Something like that. Once per turn, you can detach 2 materials from this card, then target 1 face-up card on the field, destroy it, and if you destroyed a monster, you can face-up monster. Roll gain attack equal to the destroyed monster's original level / rank times 300 until end of the next turn. Cannot attack the turn you activate the effect. This is a quick effect if this card has a dragon monster as material, but cannot be activated in the step. It's very specific, very very specific. That you can't, you're not activating in the damage. So again, it's very good, but I do feel like it loses some of that viability. Pop things off. Can't stop the a hand trap perhaps in the, but I don't know. Maybe that's not a thing. Ismek Taniguku, the Immobile Intellect. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can take 1 machine monster who's attacked its own defense from your deck and place it to the top of your deck. Banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 machine monster in your graveyard whose attack equals its own defense. Special summon it in defense position. You can only use each effect of Gizmek Taniguku per turn. I don't know what the use case of that is, but I'm assuming that it's for like rock monster machine deck, like Valkyrion, or I don't know. I thought it would be Valkyrion, but I just don't know, honestly. Dramaturge of Despia. If a Fusion Pro Xyz link is special summoned during the damage step, target 1 effect monster on the field, negate its effect until the end of the turn. If this card in your hand on the field uses fusion materials and sent to the card, you can only use the effect of Dramaturge of Despia. Okay. So it does stuff for fusions, apparently? Okay. I mean, you know, interesting. Very interesting. We're learning. We're constantly learning. Stellar Wind Wolfrayet gains 300 attack each time another monster's effect is activated, while the attack of this card is less than 4,000. Once per turn, if this card's attack is 4,000 or higher, quick effect, you shuffle both this card and all monsters your opponent controls into the deck. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So that's kind of a neat possible read. Although I don't know how to do synchros, so you know, putting it out there. Knights and Administrator. So Knights and Sorcerer and 1 non-tuner. I wonder if the whole thing is like this, or if, like, did I get like a ghost rare or something? I don't know. What deal, dude? Makes it hard to see what's going on here. If this card is special summoned, or if another spellcaster monster is special by the field, you can target 1 card your opponent controls, or your in your opponent's graveyard, banish it. This card is destroyed by battle, and if this card is in its owner's monster zone is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, you target 1 level 4 or graveyard, special summon it. Only use the effect of Knights and Administrator once. Again, I mean, it seems like a very neat card. One that perhaps could force me to like figure out how to use, like, not sure how I feel about that, honestly. File right here. Albion, Shrouded Dragon. This card's name becomes Fallen of Albaz while on the field or in the graveyard. If this card is in your hand or on the field, send one Fallen of Albaz or one branded spell or trap from your hand deck to the graveyard. Apply the following effect based on it. And special. Place this card deck if you draw one card. Okay. And then Pendulum Treasure, add one Pendulum deck to your extra face up. You can only definitely like a cards my brother doesn't need. Branded Opening, discard one card, take one Despia monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon in defense position. Also, for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except fusion monsters. Fusion monster you control would be destroyed by card effect. You can banish the card from your graveyard instead. Only use the effect of Brand Opening once per turn. Yeah, I'm not sure, but there feel like there should be some kind of like crossover on the fusions here. I'm really hoping there is. Yeah, I say Carl doesn't need the Pendulum Treasures because he has a very nasty Odd Eyes deck that before the Pendulums got heavy bans, he was just wrecking us. Here's the Amazement Assistant, Delia. You can reveal one Attraction Trap in your hand. Special summon this card from your hand. You can send one Attraction Trap from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard. Set one Attraction Trap directly from your deck to the spell or trap zone. You can only use each effect of Amazement Assistant Delia once per turn. So she is going to get those amusement park traps like set out there ASAP. That's kind of neat. I like how this dragon becomes Albion. I don't like that he's a, you know, like 1 billion stars, basically. But I do like that he takes the name. That's always neat. See a card and it takes the name of others. You know, it continues on the archetype. How about Majestic Mirage? What are you about? If a face-up card you control leaves the field by card effect or to activate the effect of a card, and the card that left the field was Stardust Dragon or a Synchro monster that listed Stardust Dragon in its text, you can apply one of the effects, but you cannot apply the same effect of Majestic Mirage again this turn. Special summon one of those monsters, banish one from your opponent's field or graveyard. Any damage you take this turn is halved. Okay. So again, more so just like Synchro Stardust Dragon support. That we knew was coming. We knew that was coming. Trickstar Festival. Also summon 2 Trickstar tokens, very light, level 1, attack 0, defense 0. If a Trickstar monster you control was special summoned from the extra deck would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. You cannot normal or special summon monsters the turn you activate this card, except Trickstar monsters. Only activate 1 Trickstar Festival per turn. If I was still running Trickstar, I would be kind of crazy about this card, but not running Trickstars anymore, unfortunately. Okay, I think we've got like 2 more cards here, and that's it. Oh, 3 more. I'm so sorry. So B Trooper Scale Bomber. If an insect monster is normal or special summoned to your field except during the damage step. What about except during the damage step? Except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. When a monster your opponent controls activates its effect, quick effect, you contribute 1 insect monster, destroy it. You can only use the effect of B Trooper Scale Bomber once per turn. That could be kind of gross. Here's the B Trooper Armor Horn. Okay, so we insects got a little bit of a boost here, I think. The 2 insect monsters. You cannot special summon monsters except insect monsters. You can only use the following effects of B Trooper Armor Horn once per turn during your main phase. And immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon 1 insect monster. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish 3 other insect monsters from your graveyard. Special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves. Okay. And he's got good arrows too. I mean, interesting arrows. I don't know if I would say good, but interesting arrows. It's up and down. And then I guess last is the Digusto. The text is really tiny here. You can special summon 1 Digusto Lampa Lucia once per turn. If this card is summoned, you can special summon 1 Gusto monster from your hand and add 1 Gusto monster from your deck, but negate their effects. Then immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon 1 Gusto synchro monster using only those 2 monsters. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn, except wind monsters. Your opponent cannot target other Gusto synchro monsters you control with card effects. Okay, so I feel like the last bit is good if you're paying attention to Gusto monsters. I don't know if I am, but somebody is. Somebody somewhere is. My personal ones, I think I kind of like the Magic Key guys. I'm wondering what the splash ability for our other warrior decks that we have in the catalog are. I'm just so curious. Maybe someone else in the community or in chat will be delightful and provide us with some information. Not that anyone is required to, but you're always welcome to join our community where we're always trying to grow and improve and get better at the game and have fun while we do it. If that sounds like something that you're get along, make sure you check out the video description or on our channel and click on our Discord page. Join the Discord. That I think about done for tonight. So with that said, my name's Ro, and I'm gonna go. Bye.